Highly stylized and extremely simple, Aerial Knights Never Yield is an interesting game that I appreciated. I especially enjoyed the music. But before going too far, I want to mention the developer is from Detroit, but I don't know nearly enough about the art and music scene there to comment on it at all. Anyway, Never Yield is a runner, but not an endless runner. It kinda reminds me of Bit Trip Runner's mechanics, but it's not to a rhythm and it's not endless, so it's not a great comparison, but it really does remind me of that game for some reason. Never Yield has 4 keys to press based on what color you see on the screen. W or red for a big jump, S or purple for a slide, A or yellow for a smaller jump, and D for running faster. It's pretty simplistic, but the obstacles come at you quickly. On lower difficulties, the game gives you some slowdown, which makes hitting the correct button very easy. You still need to hit it at the right time, and there's a lot of time between when the slowdown starts to when you actually need to hit the button, so you can make mistakes. I did it. On every difficulty setting, the game has generous checkpoints, but the timer doesn't stop if you die. The timer is your score for the level, the lower the better. Now, I like the way the difficulty settings work, but easy is way too easy for me. I jumped straight to the most extreme difficulty, and as you might expect, it was more challenging. There are more obstacles, no slow motion, and it doesn't give you a color hint before the obstacle arrives. I had to restart in some places, but it is manageable. The best part of Aerial Knights Never Yield is the artwork and music. It's the reason you would choose to play. I would say it blends a comic book style with the real world. I say that since the game has comic book dots, or they're actually called Ben-Day dots, scattered throughout the world. Luckily, the jazzy hip-hop is right up my alley. Pretty sure there's a different track for every level, and nearing the end, they add some vocals to the mix. I quite like that. I want to make the point that the game chooses art over gameplay a few times by changing the perspective. For example, the camera will shift behind the runner instead of the side view that's used for most of the game. I like it, but it definitely makes it difficult to keep track of everything. Still, it's nice to switch it up, and I wish the game had more of it. Instead, it happens kind of randomly. Hey, side note, there are a couple of outfit changes you can unlock as you play. The game also has bonus levels, but I have no idea what completing one does. Now, after you complete the game's 13 levels, you're meant to go back and improve your score. First, I want to say that the game is short and can be completed in under 2 hours, and some of the levels are reused. Now, while it does complement the story, I didn't enjoy replaying obviously duplicated content. Second, replaying levels is fun with the increased difficulty, but there isn't much satisfaction, and I started on that difficulty from the outset. Without online leaderboards, you're only facing off against yourself. The game doesn't make it easy to track your previous time, and when you do beat it, there's no indication it happens, no fanfare. Of course, it doesn't ruin the game, but it is a small bit of polish I feel is missing. Overall, Aerial Knights Never Yield is an interesting art and music piece with some running thrown in. I enjoyed it, but it's not the most polished game or the longest one. Still, it's worth checking out if you love runners. And thank you very much for watching. Please hit subscribe to help the channel. Thanks.